O-36-12, third reading of an ordinance adding a new section of Boise City Code, Title 6, Chapter 2, to prohibit discriminatory acts in housing, employment, and public accommodations based on sexual orientation and gender identity expression, approving a summary of the ordinance and providing an effective date.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'll be moving to approve ordinance 3612, but before I do that, I'd like to just make a couple comments. Or do I need to move it first?
Why don't you move it second and we'll...
I was trying to follow Councilwoman Clegg, but I guess okay, great. Then I will move approval of ordinance 3612.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Mr. Mayor, thank you.
Yes.
Just first off, I'd like to thank a couple people actually, and Council President Jordan, and thank you for the work and all the time that you spent working on this with me and the guidance you provided in making this happen. And to Steve and Elizabeth, who aren't here, our city attorneys that worked with us to make sure that we came up with an ordinance that not only met the needs of our citizens, but was tailored to really fit Boise's code and the way we work well. To Adam for help with the community outreach that we've done, and then to Monica Hopkins at the ACLU, who spent a lot of time providing me with, and Marianne, with facts about what's happening in other cities, but also working with us to craft appropriate exemptions for those that needed to be exempted from this. And then finally to everybody that came and spoke 3 weeks ago. I can't tell you what, it was just really amazing to hear your testimonies and stories, and made this so much more real than it had been before when I was working on this. I'd just like to say that this is a really important step for all of us. And I realized after the last hearing that in January, we're going to start to mark our sesquicentennial as a city. And on the first day of our sesquicentennial year, this new chapter of our history that includes civil rights policy for all goes into effect. And for me, that's so important. We know that no one in our community should fear losing a job, losing their home, or being turned away at a restaurant for who they are, who they love, and this makes that official. My focus and interest in being part of the council and the focus and interest of many of us in this room has been to shape the community that we've chosen to make our home. And this as a first step for me in working to make Boise a safer, healthier, more livable place to all has been an honor to be involved with. And ultimately, in voting yes and bringing this forward, we brought it forward because discrimination tears at the very fabric of our community. And unless we take steps as leaders to end it, people, our loved ones, colleagues, friends, and neighbors can't or don't fully participate in the community and the fabric of our community that makes us whole. And because we're in a position to change that, we should. And tonight, I think that we will. And this is a strong step forward in making Boise a safe place for everyone, a healthy community that values every member of our city, and a livable city where everyone has economic opportunity and a full breadth of services. So tonight I'm pleased not only to move approval of this, but to vote for this ordinance, and to make it clear that Boise is a welcoming community that treats everyone with dignity and respect. And we're leading tonight where I think our residents have asked us to lead into an era of equal protection for all under the law.